Philippine ambassador to the US Jose Manuel Roman confirmed in an interview with One News that Denmark is the third-party source of F-16s that the Philippines is looking at. Although changes in procurement laws are needed to allow the purchase of modern second-hand materials, the PAF is said to be interested in between 12 and 16 fighters. As part of the Horizon 3 phase of the revised AFP modernization program, the Philippine Air Force has raised the multiroll fighter MRF acquisition project, which calls for the purchase and induction of at least 12 multiroll fighter aircraft. The role is to become the country's main air combat aircraft. It was reported a few months ago that the US had given approval to the Philippines to buy new or used F-16s from the US and from third-party sources, including Denmark. Although Denmark has the final say on whether it is willing to sell to the Philippines, when the sale of the aircraft was announced in June 2021, the US estimated the cost of the aircraft and related equipment at $2.43 billion, more than half of the Philippines' annual defense budget. The aircraft is intended to inspect China's air and maritime operations in the South China Sea. It is possible to cancel a tentative deal to buy new F-16s from the US and acquire second-hand aircraft from third countries such as Denmark. Romainder said the F-16AB MLU Fighting Falcons were originally Block 510 F-16ABs before they underwent a NATO-wide midlife upgrade that brought them closer to being capable as Block 50-52nd F-16CDs, apart from the Philippines. Other countries stuck with Danish F-16s are Argentina, which received our approval to buy them, and Ukraine, where Denmark is interested in donating some of its F-16s. Page Max Defense Philippines has confirmed that Fray Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has signed the RAY Horizon 3-phase procurement plan as of December 2023, which includes a revised multi-role fighter aircraft procurement plan. Meanwhile, the existing MRF acquisition project remains ongoing, although it appears to be part of a larger plan to procure MRFs in greater quantities than currently planned based on the DND and PF plans. Procurement of the SA JAS 39CD Gripen it remains the main option, although there are indications that other options are also being looked at so far. Philippine ambassador to the US Jose Manuel Roman emphasized to the media that the United States government has no objection to the Philippines purchasing F-16 fighter aircraft, both new and used, both from the US and from other party countries. Ambassador Romuald as well as Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri have confirmed that the US has even recommended the Philippines look at third-party countries from Europe, such as Norway, Denmark, and Israel, as they're retiring their F-16s and may be available for use transfer immediately. The European F-16s are the older F-16AB Block 1015 Fighting Falcons but have been upgraded to MLU standards so that their capabilities approach those of the newer F-16CD Block 5052nd variants. This could be a quick solution by the US, as waiting for the US-sourced EOR F-16s may take some time to be ready as they're still undergoing modernization and rehabilitation work, which may take at least 2 years. We received word from several sources that the push for an enhanced defense cooperation agreement between the US and Philippine defense departments has strengthened efforts to gain support and influence to support the selection of the Lockheed Martin F-16 Block 70. Viper EDCA is said to help make it easier for the US to support F-16 operations and the survival of the Philippines because it is their country's product and their own supply chain supports the F-16 and its subsystems. Also, EDCA may be a backdoor for the US to reduce the overall cost of the F-16 Viper since many of the items included in the overall package that push the Viper's price beyond the PAF's budget could be provided by the US separately or procured separately by the Philippines through mechanisms under EDCA. According to our sources within the Circle of Prey Marcos, There are indeed people close to the president as well as lawmakers and people with influence that are advising Pre Marcos to negotiate with the US as part of improving military ties and as deterrence to China to get the Vipers, plus several earlier versions of the F-16CD Fighting Falcon as interim, while new builds are still under construction as part of a friendly and more affordable package that includes a foreign military financing option. And Filipina Sake Jet Temper Multi Kinan Hardan Gap DEU, and Fori Tara Parang ADIP Mulian UD Parang Tercer Temper 16 and Katan Udra Filipina.